Hi everyone, it's Holly Schultz from BabyGizmo.com. This week we are finishing up a 7-day cruise on the biggest cruise ship in the world. It is the Royal Caribbean Allure of the Sea, and this is a massive ship. It holds up to about 6,300 passengers. It has so much to offer families. You know what? I don't even think we were able to do everything in the 7 days. I think I might need an entire another week just to hit every show and every kid-friendly activity. But we did do quite a bit, and we wanted to show you, most of what it has to offer families, from kids and the parents. So let's take a look. First, this is our room. Now, there are a little over 2,700 rooms on board. We have a balcony room. It has a bed, a desk area. There's a couch that pulls out, so each room can hold up to 4 guests. So there is the couch pulls out to a bed if you have one of those rooms, and there's a balcony with a chair, 2 chairs, and a table. And what I love about the balcony is they're kind of kid-friendly because it's plexiglass from the bottom, from the ground all the way to the railing, and the railing is very high, so you don't have to worry about being out there with your kids. There's also a small bathroom, very small, just like a cruise ship, that has a shower. There are a few rooms on board that do have bathtubs if you're interested in one of those rooms. I think they're the family suites. Now, the cruise ship, first, let's start with the Adventure Ocean. That is the kids club, and it's open every day. They have specific hours, whether you're in port or you're at sea. It has different rooms for different age children. So the first one is the Aquanauts, and that is 3 to 5-year-olds. Then they have the next group, which is 6 to 8-year-olds, and then 9 to 12-year-olds. Adventure Ocean also has a nursery, and that's from 6 months all the way up to 36 months. It does have an additional charge per hour. It's really a great option if you want to catch a show on board, such as Chicago. They also have a teen club, so your teens up to 17 have their own space to hang out with, their own, age. So we really liked the Adventure Ocean. They offer to take your children to lunch, which is a lot of times an extra charge, but there is a dinner program that if you get them there by 5:30, they will take your kids to dinner while you enjoy your dinner in peace in the dining room. So let's talk about what kind of food they have on board. There are endless choices of where to eat. First, you have the dining room. It is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is top-notch first-class service. Speaking of the dining room, if you decide you don't want Adventure Ocean to take your children to dinner and you want to take them to the dining room, that's great because they have the My Family Time dining. This has your children finish their meal within 45 minutes. You meet outside the dining room, and Adventure Ocean comes, gets your children, and takes them to have fun in Adventure Ocean while you finish dinner in peace. So that's another option that I really like. You can also choose to go to the WINDJAMMER, which is the buffet-style restaurant. They also have specialty restaurants on board, from a steakhouse to a Mexican restaurant. There's so many places to eat. The specialty restaurants, they do have a cover charge, so it is a cover charge per person, and then you can eat and order whatever you would like. The different areas, there are a few different areas on board that are fun. The first one is the boardwalk, and this was modeled after Coney Island, and I love it because there's a carousel right in the center of the boardwalk, and that's outside, so it's open air. There's a hot dog stand, there's an ice cream shop, there's a candy shop, there is even one of those animal shops that they stuff the stuffed animal. Your child picks it and they stuff the stuffed animal. There is Johnny Rockets. Now, Johnny Rockets does have a cover charge, but it's really fun. They sing and they dance during your meal, so the kids love that. Also on the boardwalk is the 2 rock climbing walls. And these are big walls. This is crazy. You can rock climb pretty much on the ocean. My 7-year-old, I do want to let you know that there is an age requirement before you can rock climb. It's 6 years old, and they do not budge with that. So if you have a child under 6, just know that they will not be able to rock climb. The rock climbing wall, it is challenging, but we were able to do it. There's also an outdoor theater. It's called the Aqua Theater, and what's great about it, it actually has a swimming pool, and they hire Red Bull divers. They have ex-Olympians. These shows are top-notch shows that they have in this in the Aqua Theater. So it's really neat because the floor, they have a floor, and then the floor comes up and it becomes a pool, and there's a lot of seats. You never have to, struggle to find a seat. Also on the boardwalk is a little play area for kids. My kids really love that. There's also balloon artists and even face painting. So a lot of things to do on the boardwalk. Another area is called Central Park. Now this is in the center of the ship, and it has so many real life plants and trees. It's beautiful, and that's where a lot of the restaurants are, the specialty restaurants. It's just a great place to like hang out, have a seat. Like I said, another open air area. So Central Park is really great. Then they have the promenade, and the promenade, they've got parades down the promenade. They've got a cafe so that you can grab a cookie, you can grab coffee. There's the photo place where you can look at your photos that have been taken on board. It also has a cupcake shop. Now the cupcakes are an additional charge, but the cupcake shop is so cute. Plus, they even have cupcake decorating classes. So we did that and we had a lot of fun with it. My kids really like the cupcake classes. And they have the very first Starbucks at sea in the promenade. So the promenade, another place, it's like a big, huge mall. To kind of hang out with your family. So we did spend a lot of time in the promenade. There's also bars, so the parents can get a drink. So really great to hang out in the promenade. There are also 2 arcades on board. Now the first one is for the younger kids and the other one is for the older kids. Now let me warn you, the arcade is expensive. So if you have kids that can't just play a few games and you don't want to drop a lot of cash, I'd almost try to avoid the arcades because they're about $1.50 a game. So but know that they are on board. Another area that my kids absolutely adored and we spent a ton of time was the pool area. There is a great splash pad area just for kids. Well, adults can be in it too, but the kids, they have squirt guns, they have all type of sprayers. It's next to a current pool, and the current pool is fun because it's a circle pool that has a current, so the kids can go round and round. There's also many other different pools. That there's one just for the adults. There is an adult area, you know, so if you decide to check your kids into the Adventure Ocean, you can't sit out by the adult area. It's a lot more quiet. There's a ton of chairs. It's just a more serene area for just the adults. But the main part of the pool there, they have volleyball games, they have belly flop contests, they have all kinds of fun stuff in the pool area. Now they also have a sports deck, and the sports deck has a full basketball court. It has a putt-putt miniature golf area. They've got table tennis, and they have the flow riders. Now the flow riders are so fun. You can either decide to boogie board, which is on your knees or on your belly, or you can do the stand-up surfing. Now again, this has a height requirement. You have to be 52 inches to do the boogie board or 58 inches to do the stand-up flow rider. We did do it. It was a lot of fun. My kids were a little sad they couldn't do it, but you know, we had a good time. There's also a zip line. Now this is a first too, a zip line at sea. So the zip line goes over the boardwalk. It's really fun. There's a height requirement with that too, so a lot of the younger kids are not going to be able to do the zip line, which, you know, they probably wouldn't want to anyway. But there is a zip line on board as well. Another great thing that they have on board is Fisher-Price actually has a partnership with Royal Caribbean. And so first they have the toy lending program, and that's where you can pretty much borrow Fisher-Price toys to bring to your room so your kids have things to play with. You could swap them out every day. You could keep the same toys all week long. So that way you don't have to bring toys for your kids. Also, they have organized Fisher-Price playgroup sessions, and they're divided into 2 sessions. One is 6 months to 18 months, and the second session is 18 months to 36 months. And there are 8 organized themes for each playgroup, depending on which one you go to. But they have an instructor, the parents go with the children. It's a really great opportunity for you to play and learn with your child. So that is another way Fisher-Price has the partnership. They also have a kids menu in the dining room that has a Fisher-Price playmat. There's all kinds of kid-friendly food options, from chicken tenders to hamburgers to macaroni and cheese. So very kid-friendly even in the dining room. And they have that Fisher-Price playmat so the kids can color while they're in there. So the partnership, they also have little people birthday shows. So there's a theater where the little people come out and they do a birthday show. There's a lot of different ways that Fisher-Price is on board. We're Royal Caribbean also has Dreamworks on board. Now that's with like Madagascar and Shrek. They have a lot of photo opportunities where you don't have to wait in line a long time. There's also a character breakfast that we took part in which you can, get your kid's photo with Alex the Lion. Had a really great time. There's very kid-friendly options for the breakfast, so it is an additional charge, but it's a great way for your kids to sit down and, have photo opportunities as the characters walk around the dining room. Overall, we had a fabulous time this week. There was so much to do that we didn't even get it all done. There were still shows that we missed. But my kids had a fabulous 7 days. Let me tell you, if they weren't climbing the rock wall, they were in the splash pad or the pools. They had a great time in Adventure Ocean. They really, really liked the different games and activities that they do. They did shows. They did special activities every single day to keep them busy. The only thing they don't do on Adventure Ocean is they don't take them swimming, which is okay because we took them swimming during the day. So if you're looking for a cruise that you want to take the kids, no matter if they're babies or toddlers or even older kids, Royal Caribbean really has something for everybody. And if you want to get on one of the biggest cruise ship in the world, you got to check out the Allure of the Sea. It's fabulous. Like I said, so much to do. So that's our look at the Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas, and I'm Holly Schultz from BabyGizmo.com.